Sorry, eating. Sup, Breaking? So, going to be doing some Dragon Age. Sup, Delta? Yeah, so, but doing some Dragon Age. How's everyone? This is Inquisition, the one you're downloading. Oh, loading the wrong save. I got the change from the inside, so no problem. Sorry about that. If you guys hear me mute myself, that's because eating some chicken Alfredo. Don't you guys hear me yum. So, where we were last at, we just finished the tutorial and just got into Haven. And we just woke up from a coma. This stream is not sponsored by Tacoma. I'm fucking hilarious. So, how's everyone?
Too many wounded, and not enough bandages to go around.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can fix this.
Does it trouble you?
Blah, 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 blah.
The same level of power used to open... She is a...
That's what we call fucking up by accident.
The Chantry has...
We'll go back over this in a second.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help. She is not
bought
far,
Dragon Age Inquisition and
far better
Yakuza.
than I.
Nice. I heard good things about Yakuza. Never been interested in playing it. Sorry, I'm skipping through all this. So, Riken, I'll explain the world of Dragon Age after this is my, I don't know what number I'm on for playthrough in Dragon Age, but I've heard Yakuza is really good. So the reason I'm skipping through all this is because I'm going to load a previous save, because this one's from a stream that kind of took a shit on me, so I'm gonna reload an old save and go from there. Yeah, mute myself so I can take a bite real quick. Alright, so yeah, this is our character, a female dwarf.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste.
So, Riken, you have any questions going into Dragon Age? Like any lore questions, anything like that? I can answer real quick.
She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Valrhona.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
How do the most
You
damage?
walk a
That really
dangerous
depends on your
line,
playstyle.
The breach is stable,
Because
but it is still a
rogue,
threat.
rogue,
Will not
warrior,
ignore it.
and mage can have like each one can do top damage depending on what you do.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live.
Hello,
convenient
Kaio,
result
or
insofar as
Kai,
you're
Kaio.
concerned.
I'm
Have
sorry
a
if I butchered
care,
your name.
Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
You really think your maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills.
Kaio?
It is not for me
Alright.
to say.
Even if that means
Riken,
a dwarf is chosen?
they're extremely fucking
Humans
flashy.
are not the only
Like,
people with an interest in the
extremely
fate of the world.
flashy.
The
However,
breach remains.
if you pick dwarf,
And your mark
you can't be a
is our
mage,
only hope
since
of
dwarves are
closing
cut
it.
off from the Fade,
This
which
is not
gives
for you
mages their
to
ability to
decide.
produce magic.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
Actually, you can use Meteor. Actually, it's an ability called Meteor in game,
Rebuild the Inquisition
but
of
it's for a
old.
specialization.
Find those who will stand against
So,
the
what
chaos.
specializations are?
We
Each
are
class
faith.
has 3.
We have no leader, no
If you're
numbers,
choosing mage, you have
and now no chantry support.
But we have no
Um,
choice. We must
pretty
act
fucking
now.
huge.
With
So,
you as
also
our
the
power.
thing, depending on your race, is how big the weapon is, because it's scaled to your race. So, like dwarves,
If you're
not that
truly
large.
trying to restore order.
Humans,
That is the
average. Quinari,
Help us
giant
fix
drag,
this
like
before
giant
it's
people
too
with
late.
horns, fucking huge. But here, I'll show you. I'll show you some. I'll show you how they look, rather. So, when I say I know life's this game, it wasn't me downplaying like anything. I did know life's this game for a while back. A while back. The music in this game is so fucking great. Sorry, I had to fix something. By the way, is my mic fucking up at all? Like, anything picking up that sounds that would ruin the quality? Alright, because last stream we had mic problems. Dragon Age Inquisition. So, Riken, what did you buy this on? Or rather, one, what did you buy it on? And two, what kind did you get? Did you get base game or one with DLCs?
I spoke with Commander Cutler.
Game of the Year edition. That's the one I'm currently using. So you get bonus weapons at the beginning of the game. These are them. They're called the Wings of Dragon and Dragon Sword. Dragon Sword lights on fire. So after you beat the game, you can get a golden nug. What the golden nug is has any collectibles, like for example, weapon schematics, armor schematics, and recipes can all be saved to it, along with mounts. So, what that allows, I'm going to save this. Oh, by the way, Riken, I'm just saving constantly because it occasionally crashes. So, what the Golden Nug does, it allows you to save all that to your account, which allows you to do this. This will synchronize your collectibles across the games by downloading So pretty much keep an eye above the minimap. You wanna see how fucking ridiculous this is? Look at this. Still going. Yeah, that's just weapons. The armor's a lot less and the potions are even less. But you get the point. I know Life is a game for a while. So, oh, this is armor. Oh, I'm looking at armor. Oh, excellent. Yeah, that thing at the bottom is gonna be going for a while. So, who wants this? Ah, damn! I don't have 24 metal. How much am I off? Fuck. Well, that just done that. So here's some of the great weapons. Some of them are standard. Some of them are a lot more. Well, some of them are a lot more flashy. Oh, I'm glad you asked. That will be explained later. Just keep that in mind. That'll be a tool to help us later. Oh, by the way, Bone Club. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Another time, then.
But great question, Rankin. That's a good question to keep in mind. Oh, by the way, if you pick warrior, this is the best way to travel everywhere. Ready? It costs stamina, but goddamn does it get you where you need to go. So, I'm gonna give you guys an option. We could do some side. I could do a side quest on screen. Well, I'm gonna have to do some side quests on screen. I could do me just wandering around collecting items or collecting things on screen, or I could do that I could do that off stream. Your guys' choice.
Does it trouble you?
Unfortunately, can't.
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist.
Oh yeah, this is base Cassandra. Pretty much said silence liberal to a bureaucrat.
Leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montellier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Leliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the
Because
Inquisition.
Conqueror is
and you
really,
specifically.
literally not the weakest character.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a dwarf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
So, what this is called operations. So pretty much, you're given... I'll explain this while we're doing this. So,
My
whatever you
scouts
do...
are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
So, whenever you do a, what's it called, main mission, or to start a main mission, or to continue the progress, you're given a choice between one of these three. When it's logged like this, you can only use one, so it doesn't really matter. However, it costs power. To get power, you have to do side missions. EA's way of you doing the quest. So, what ends up happening is you do this and you unlock areas. There's also those are special operations. Standard operations, however, don't require that and just take time. So, say, I don't know, example. You'll see an example in a few seconds. Well, to be fair, Kaio, no one really gives two shits what fucking Reddit thinks. So, like these, for example. Let me unlock this. So, this is another DLC that I'll show you guys in a second. The Black Emporium. So, like these, for example. These are normal operations. What normal operations do gives you rewards, but only requires time. Sorry, I'm reading the mission log.
Let's see what we have.
So, example. The Tyrann of Highever. To those of whom it concern, the Tyrann of Highever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies to the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was reading is not my strong suit, or reading out loud, was incomparable to her wisdom and dedication to peace. And we have high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold vigil on Highever to members of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Tyrann Fergus Kuzlund. So, think about why this is special is Kuzlund was the Grey Warden of Origins, my character. So, let me do this. So we get several things going at once. So, it's a long explanation, but pretty much, this guy, Fergus Kuzlund, is the brother of my character, Aiden Kuzlund. So who's ready to see the Black Emporium? We don't need no one because it won't give us no one. So, Riken, you still there? You still in chat? Because I think you might be interested in this. Okay, so sorry, I'm just changing out things. So, what the Black Emporium is a place where, well, it's an emporium. Here's the main proprietor.
Everything is for sale. Except the rejuvenating oils. Those are for my personal use.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, meet Chauncey, the tiny bear. I kid you not, that's the name. That is Chauncey, the tiny bear. So, why?
Urchin, bring me a moist towelette.
God, I don't know why it makes me fucking giggle. So, here's why this is important. You can get some, you can get schematics here. I don't need, because I have several things better than that. But, you can also get schematics of Legend, which are not for sale because I have already bought them and have them. I'll give you an example of them. No, let me open up inventory, you fucking cretin. Great sword. Like this, for example. Axe of the Dragon Hunter is one of them. So pretty much they're great weapons you can only get here, but god, they're fucking expensive. And then you can get I'll explain that in a second. And then there's this, which is just weapons that are god tier. For example, okay, kind of shit. Oh wow. So on kill, target explodes for 100% of weapons damage. Great. So, kinda meh, great. Great. So, you get the point. This is pretty much great weapons. However, the real reason
is for sale.
There's two reasons why everyone comes to why the Black Emporium is such a great place. Crafting material. Here, you can buy literally just about every kind of material you need to craft weapons and items, or weapons and things. Let me still load this. So, velveteen, summerstone, silk, serpent stone, stuff like that. You can buy it all here, so you don't have to go out and find it. However, it's limited, so, you know, kind of have to get kind of choosy with what you use. Second reason everyone comes here, the Mirror of Transformation. You hate how your character looks? Come here, because you can do this for free. Change how your character looks.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Oh yeah, by the way, there's only two accents, British and English.
I liked your old nose better.
So, yeah. That's the Black Emporium. So, to answer your question, what is Dragon Age about? Dragon Age is pretty much... I'm trying to find the right words to describe it. It's a fantasy game, of course. However, unlike, you know, Dragon Age isn't about, like, it's a name. It's not about, oh, it's dragons. No, that's just the age it's in. So, every 100 years is one age in the world of Thedos, the world of Dragon Age. I'll just call it Thedos for simplicity's sake. So, it all starts off with the Ancient Age, which is when shit went down, which led to 5 or 6 mages, pretty much fucking over the entirety of the world by pretty much pissing off God, and they got cursed to become Darkspawn. Pretty much evil that corrupts everything it gets near. Sorry, I'm gonna go out and collect this so I can, you know, get the side quest because I need money in this. So, the question is, which Dragon Age do you want to talk about? So, There's 3 Dragon Ages. Origins, 2, and then Inquisition. So which one do you want to know about first? Yeah, they pretty much kicked in God's door, said, "Sup, bitch. Make us powerful." God went, "Fuck off," and cursed them. Yes, actually, it's not. So they all take place in the same timeline. However, the timeline is player choice, so a lot of shit can change. I'll tell you the timeline best from my playthroughs, and we'll go from there. So, Origins is where it starts off. 2 takes place halfway through Origins. So, pretty much, this is all in a 10-year timeline. Almost, I don't know why I paused it. So, pretty much what happens is, Origins starts off halfway through, or after a little bit in Origins, is when 2 starts off. And then halfway through 2 is when Origin ends, and then that goes to, then the end of 2 is 3 years after, is 3 years before the start of Inquisition. Yeah, it's fucking it's kind of confusing when you try to explain it out loud, but but looking at it is kind of simple to follow. So, anyway, which Dragon Age do you want to hear about? Origins, 2, or this one? Multiplayer is kind of fucking dead. That kind of happens because it's a 4-year-old game. However, you can still do it with friends. As for this game, so pretty much, I'll look over here. So, you see that giant fucking hole in the sky? That was a peace talk between mages and Templars. Mages being, well, mages. Templars being the people who would stop mages from becoming abominations. Abominations being people that are possessed by demons. However, it fucking exploded, killing the leaders of both groups, killing a lot of both groups, and killing the Divine, which is pretty much the Pope of this world. And that's where we are now. We're trying to fucking close that. Oh, by the way, you guys want to see a nug? Yeah, y'all about to see a nug. This is a nug. This has been described as a subterranean bunny pig. Subterranean bunny pig. Now, I could merc it, however, I won't. I'm a better person than that, for now, until I need actual shit. Can I now make it? Yes, I can. So who here wants to see a cool-ass fucking weapon? Let's see. Oh, we only have iron. Alright, Onyx. Stagger on hit or guard damage? That's actually a really good question. I don't... Fuck it, I'm doing Summerstone. Now. Here's why I love this weapon, and Y'all wanna know how long it took me to get that? To get this schematic? Where is it? You wanna know how long it took me to get this schematic?
You need something? Let me know.
The schematic for this weapon took me 5 hours. 5 hours to get this. There's so much bullshit involved in it, it's not even fucking funny. So, who's ready to see why this is the best weapon in Dragon Age? Best looking. It's nowhere near the best actual weapon. Look at that. It's a fucking lightsaber. It's literally a weapon that, like, whatever element you choose comes out of the hilt. It's like lightning for this. Yep, it does fire, ice, and lightning. Yeah, kinda. I don't care what any of you are trying to say to me.
Ah, you're awake and out of late. And here I paid that little knife ear doing. No matter, no matter. Sick.
Blah 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 blah. Something something racism. Something something. Thank God you're alive. Something something like that. Kind of look at my wares. That's pretty much what he's trying to say. I have no idea what you're trying to refer to, Riken. I don't know Dark Souls. Travel safely.
Know if you have anything that can make tavern food taste a little more exotic.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the material.
So, yeah. This is literally the best looking weapon in the game, but god damn it never improves. Well, it can be improved, but it can't be improved a lot.
We'll need some of your cloth for bandages.
Also don't know what it is, because I've never played through 2's DLCs. I just never cared for it. Probably should, but you know, we'll have to get to it when we get to a situation. Going back over to this because, goddamn, as cool as this weapon is, I'd rather not. Well, actually, no, it's not at all better.
Mother Giselle is doing more for the refugees than most.
Yes, whenever people are tired or hungry or sick.
Yeah, we'll talk to him in a minute.
Thank you for hurrying with the potions. We have so many injured.
A jar of bees.
We'll get them back on their feet, sister. Don't. Huh. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
Actually, alright, see you, Reese's. Actually, I'll show you what... Sorry, I'm skipping through this. Pretty much it's him saying thanks. So, I'll show you what it looks like in combat for Mage. Two-handed, kinda self-explanatory. Kinda. Oh, sorry. Alright, see you, Kaio. Holy fuck, we've been going on for an hour and a half. Hour and a half and got nothing done. Let's go. So, can I pop out those grapes? For what class, though? If you're talking about warrior, no. If you're talking about mage, kinda. So, give me a second.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's good to see another dwarf in the Inquisition. There aren't many of us around. Inquisition Scout Harding.
Oh, by the way, you can date her.
All of us here. We'll do whatever we can.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh. We came... But with the Mage Town...
Pretty much, she's just explaining that, you know, shit's fucking wackio. So, here's the classes of, for mages. Spirit. Master of the School of Magic calls upon spirits for protection, as well as essence of the Fate itself. Their spells disrupt hostile magics, create defensive barriers, and even heal the injured. So that gives you things like Barrier, pretty much puts up a shield between you and the fucking damage. Dispel gets rid of nasty effects. Mind Blast gets people off you. And Revive, which is hella useful. Storm. Masters of the school call magic force power to thunder and lightning. Their spells paralyze foes and arc from one enemy to another. That gives you things like Chain Lightning. Blast goes from one enemy to another. Energy Barrage pretty much fucking nukes people with fucking with 12 fucking hits. Lightning Bolt. Static Cage pretty much makes up a barrier. And Stormbringer. This pretty much gives you a passive that every few seconds lightning will hit. Strike a random target. Inferno. Masters of the School magic detonates battlefield with unrelenting fire. Enemies who survive the initial blast are driven mad with terror or burned to death with unquenching flames. So, Flash Fire, which pretty much just, you know, hits them with fire. Immolate, which is explosion. Firewall, or Wall of Fire, and Fire Mine. Both of them are explanatory. And then, god damn it. And then Winter. Ice. We have Fade Step, which pretty much allows you to teleport or move away really quickly. Ice Wall, Ice Mine, and Blizzard. So I'm going to say Warrior next. I'm going to use my character. So you have two things. Well, you have two kinds. You have weapons shield. You know, like my character does. So you have Payback Strike. So every time you take damage, you can do it. You deal some back. You do it anyway, but it'll just deal more. Shield Bash and Lunge. My favorite, two-handed. Allows you to pretty much use a two-handed weapon really more efficiently. This allows you to drop a massive blow on top of somebody. Whirlwind pretty much allows you to spin and cut anyone gets near you. And Earthquake, pretty much you open up a fissure inside the earth and it explodes for 1 second and then closes. However, with its ability, it allows you to cause a stream of fire that burns enemies. Their two extras are Battlemaster, pretty much allows you to control the field, and Vanguard allows you to take more damage and dish back out. Rogue, daggers, and archery. I prefer Rogue. Pretty much it's all about harassing the enemy. Sabotage pretty much allows you to harass the enemy by doing damage over time. I run caltrops, poison weapon, and poison toxic gas or toxic cloud. Sabotage pretty much being stealthy. So allow me to level up Solus real quick, and I'll show you what the base of the damage looks like. Let's do this. Meteor. So pretty much every class gets 3 specializations. Mages have Necromancer, Knight. Is it Knight Enchanter, and the last one, Fade Rift or Fade Mage, Rift Mage. I can't remember what it's called. No, look at it later. So pretty much, when you choose Knight Enchanter, it allows you to call upon a meteor. Rogue is Artificer, pretty much allows you to make traps and stuff like that. Assassin and Tempest, you break a flask over you and pretty much cut yourself in an element. Knights are Templar, stops magic. Champion, boosts your morale. And Reaver, pretty much the more damage you take and deal, the more you get healed. So, for example, nope, I'm not going to show you on that. Here's enemies. So, pretty much, here's what they look like. The magic looks like in this. This is just basic attacking. Look how flashy that is.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
There's variations of it, but that's pretty much like the base of mages. Let me save this real quick. I can actually show you what my what a two-handed weapon looks like because I have one, and ironically, it's for Qunari. Let's load this. Sorry, this is gonna sell a little bit of spoilers for ahead, but you know, I'm gonna tell you this as best I can. Actually, the best for first timer, I say Rogue, because Rogue allows you to get more stuff because you can unlock you can unlock things, and you're not drawing so much aggro. By the way, those are companions that you can get. I'm just going to pick the basic 3. Oh, by the way, this is what Qunari looks like. Qunari, you can actually use Rogue. You can use Rogue and Warrior on all 4 races. However, you can only use Mage on 3 of those. You can't use it on Dwarf. So, the entirety of what rogues are people who can get behind and harass. So pretty much just fuck with people. So this is what two-handed looks like. By the way, that's my axe. You know, fucking. Rogue and Dragon Age are people who can harass and pretty much they fuck with people while they're focus on the warriors. So here's examples of what. Here are examples of the warrior abilities. This is Slam. This is the Whirlwind. And here's the Earthquake. Oh, by the way, this game gets fucking loud. And I chose Templar for my specialization. So pretty much that allows me to stop demons and magic. Yep, it's Rift Mage. Yep, it's Rift Mage. So Rift Mage allows you to pretty much call forth the Veil. Allows you to call upon the Veil and pretty much destroy your enemies. I'd say dual wield. So, ironically enough, I also have dual wield. Give me a second. I can't show you off the ability. Can't really show you off the abilities because I'm nowhere. When the fuck? Oh yeah, I have one saved pre. Oh, never mind. I can't show you off it. By the way, there's dragons in this. Da da ba ba, Dragon Age. But I'd say dual wield. So here's what dual wielding looks like, or dual wielding for me looks like. Dude, Nightmare will fuck your shit up. Like, oh yeah, by the way, it occasionally glitches out like this. Just give it a second and it'll load into textures. There we go. Yeah. So occasionally glitches out and pretty much fucks up the textures. Or fucks up like that. Oh yeah, by the way, you could romance characters in this. Don't. I romance Cassandra. Don't judge me. Think for accents. I get feel that judging. So, in this one, I'm pretty sure at this point I've hunted down each dragon. Oh no, you get to pick a name. You pick that as after you make your character. Oh, Telvashov, that's the term of your kind. So Qunari there's two kinds of Qunari. Qunari who follow the Qun, their religion, and the Telvashov, the Qunari that don't. So you pick your name once you're done with that. You just have to wait a second. Stored information is stored in the codex. Use search to highlight nearby. Oh, by the way, I suggest scanning whenever you're out in the field, look everywhere. You don't know when you're gonna find something you need or stumble across something you don't need. Either way, that's free money. Also recommend saving every once in a while because the game kind of crashes every once in a while. That's just, I don't know what causes it. So yeah, this is my current character, my current rogue. My prizes. Two weapons made out of dragon bone. Yeah, all this armor I got off killing dragons. So this is what combat looks like for rogues. Pretty much, I throw those two down, do damage over time, and then harass from the back. So the cool thing about these weapons are, I got lucky. Chance to use hidden blades on 10% on attack, which adds up to 4 hits. So 499 damage hits per thing. Oh yeah, by the way, these are weapons that you can get from dragons. So here's Dorian's, or here's another character that you'll eventually get called Dorian. He's a mage. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what I meant. You can make things explode. So if you pick Necromancer, you can get something called a Walking Bomb. Walking Bomb does as it sounds. It makes things explode. I don't remember where I got this, and it makes me chuckle every time. So, oh yeah, by the way, you can get a wheel of cheese as your as a shield. So, I think that about explains everything that could be explained. Well, if you want me to explain more, then I can, but I don't really think I can explain any more than that. Oh, that, so, once you sign in, you go to Tapestry. I'd suggest looking up, the help section of it, because I've had it done for so long ago, I can't remember how to set up anymore. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Yeah, so, sorry. Okay, so, contrary to popular belief, or contrary to popular opinion, I don't hate 2. Fighting's kind of good, story's kind of good. Just, it's not bad, not good. Origins, I heavily suggest playing it. I suggest playing it in its DLCs, which you can find on Steam for relatively low prices. It occasionally goes on sale, so I recommend getting it. Here's why I recommend Dragon Age Origins. Great storytelling. It's top down, or half the time, most of it, you can have it top down, so you can have it like this, kinda. Except not really. You could also put it on, it doesn't take that much, so, but, you know, but I can't really say that, but I'd recommend playing the original too. But it's not a requirement to beat this game. Play this. Pretty much that custom world builder allows you to build the storyline based off this. Like mine, it allows me to pick my character from the first game, pick what happened in the first game, pick my Hawk from the second game, because that's going to be your character, that's your character's name, Hawk. Everyone acknowledges him as Hawk. So Hawk, pretty much what happened to him in the second game, or them in the second game, and then you start off in Origins, or start off in this, and it happens there. You want to hear a bop real quick? The other thing about this game, the music fucking smacks. Sorry, I'm tired. Here's a great song that I love. It's one of the 10 songs I'll play on this, so I have to kind of hope that fucking God I get lucky and get it. Oh, by the way, oh, motherfucker. By the way, after a certain point, you can change your common clothes. So, there's 4 kinds you can get. Or 4 kinds you can choose from. There's casual, formal, outwear, and armor. I prefer outwear. I prefer this, because it looks sleek and clean.
Alpha Valroyo must be here.
Ah, motherfucker.
Inquisitor.
There we go. Ah, so a bitch ain't it. So, any other questions that you need or you have about Dragon Age that I can maybe help? Or any questions about Dragon Age?
Charms with clever words, vendor of exotic goods, writer of salacious books, rogue a dwarf with rugged looks, soulless, mysterious elfin mage, mastered magic by his own hand, not a Dalish or a city elf, skeptic born into lovely land. Dorian rebuilt against countrymen, a mage from the Taverner Imperium, charming and suave and just slightly suspect. These are the early days we defend. And then the later ones came to the fate, like Sarah who stayed to tempt their fate. But we all know she was but a rogue, the taverns still sing her name. Black Wallace, secrets of Grey Warden, proud of his life in isolation, brooding and strong. protector of all, recruiting the brave to join the cause. Iron Bull's loyal, indulgent one, a past brilliant agent of those who run. The Bull's charges now stay in his sight, but he still finds the time to roar through the night.
Same old.
Vivienne, Madame de Feu, respect of the mages throughout the world. Ruthless to fight by Inquisitor's side, defying expectations only to rise. Then there's the Corso Rivire more like Commander Kalen, who led his men through the Inquisition. A Templar, a knight who stayed with the fight, stout and bright. Sister Nightingale, spy mistress veiled in beauty and bow. Orlesian bard, both tender and hard, brave and bold. Josephine noble with bright acumen, with grace and charm in hand.
What is this now?
Ambassador to the wealthy and shrewd, endeared through the land. The Inquisitor surely stands, because of these souls we sang.
Best fucking song in Dragon Age. Like, unironically, that's actually the best song I've seen. So, this is the Trespasser DLC. The pretty much after you beat the main game, you can go in and do this. This plays 2 years after the Inquisition, and you know, yeah, that's that's like about the best way I can describe this. So, yeah, anything else? Cause I think this stream's about to be coming to an end. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna call it a night. We got a little bit ways into Dragon Age. Got all the items, made our weapons and such. Gonna set this back down to 80. So what I'd recommend is that if you need, like, if you have questions, by the way, you can link it here. You can link stuff like that over. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer as best I can. Just ask in Discord. Oh, hey, get out of the way. With that out of the way, blah. I don't know. I keep on doing that. With that out of the way. Good night, everyone.